Guten Erev Shabbos Kodesh Parshas Lecha Tavshin Ayin Tes 5779 from Yerushalayim HaKodesh. This week's thought: Zeichem Nishmas, our father-in-law, Shalom Yisrael, Ben David Isaac. As the Yard said, this coming week. When learning about the Bris Bein Absarim, learning the parsha, when we hear how HaKodesh Baruch Hu is telling Avram Avinu that his children are going to be avodim in Mitzrayim, it always bothered me, puzzled me. Like, why does Hashem have to torture Avraham Avinu with this knowledge? What's he telling this for? 400 years from now, they're going to come back to Eretz Yisrael, and they're going to be, but before that, there's going to be 200 years from now, there's going to be a whole galus. What for? So, we'd like to, this year, for a little bit of an approach, we'd like to journey through. Medrash, in Shir Hashirim, there's a pasuk. Ochis katana yesh lanu. We have a little sister, Shaddai Meinla. Manaseh, what should we do ba'achaysenu with our sister? B'yoyim sheyidubar ba, on the day that she's spoken for, spoken about. What does this pasuk mean? Vibrachia, Medrash Rabbah tells us, he's referring to Avram Avinu, who has inherited the world and shared with the world the happiness that one can achieve in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bakapara explains that Manaseh Imachesenu B'Yom Sheyidu B'Ba, that's referring to the day that Nimrod is getting ready to throw Avraham Avinu into the Kivshan HaEsh. And we'll get to that. Now let's take it a step back. What does it mean? Why is this referring to Avraham Avinu? That he made the world happy again. That way. Says the Eitz Yitzchak says that, I'd say Eitz Yosef, I apologize, says that he brings down from the Zohar that when the world was created, when Hashem created Adam HaRishon, there was a tremendous connection and a chibur. When Olam HaElyon and Olam HaTachton, they were connected. And the kavanah was that the Iker Makam Hashras Hashchina, and for the Pamalia of the Rebbeinu Shalom, was supposed to be here in the Tachtonim. The Shechina is supposed to be here. But with the Chet of Adam HaRishon, the Or Shefa Elyon that was here before left, and there began a separation between the Olam HaElyon and the Olam HaTachton. With the Dor Erish, that separation became bigger. Dor HaMabel, Dor HaFlaga, it's more and more separated. Until Avram Avinu came and was misakein this problem. And in his chus, the Or Shefa Elyon comes back, the Kedusha is coming back, and the world starts connecting again. Okay. What does this mean? are we really going to suggest that in the first 20 generations of the world's existence, they didn't know who the Rebbeinu Shalom was? The one who created the world? If not their grandfather, their great-grandfather? It's puzzling. What was Avram Avinu Mechadish? What did he bring into this world? You see, till Avram Avinu, they knew there was a Rebbeinu Shalom, and they knew he created the world. He's up there. He's the Elyonim. We're Tachtainim. We're simple people. We don't have a connection. Came along Avram Avinu. Came along Avram Avinu and said, there's a creator of the world. He didn't create the world just to create a world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to be here with us. Lecha. Right? I'm going to be right there with you. Make for me a place. I'm there, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Avram Avinu understood that concept. That yes, the Rebbeinu Shalom is the Elyonim, but there's supposed to be a kesher between the Elyonim and the Tachtainim. That's the way it was supposed to be before the Chet of Adam Rishon. That's the way it works. That's the way there's a Shefa Elyon into this world. That's the way the world runs, is through that connection, through that relationship, and we have to have that conversation and that connection. Remember, Avram Avinu was the one who was sacked through the Shachris. Why? He was the first one that realized that it's not just that the Rebbeinu Shalom is the Borei Olam, it's that there's supposed to be a connection and a relationship. He's the first Yid that brings that out. And the end of the Medrash, Manaseh, what's Bar Kapara, what's going on over there? Says that again, the ETAC says that when on the day that Nimrod is getting ready to throw Avram Avinu in the kitchen of Eish HaKadosh Baruch Hu, there's a conversation going on in Shamayim. What should be done with Avram Avinu? Let him be burnt in the Kivshon HaEish. Let him be burnt. He'll die al Kiddush Hashem, will be Zeicha to Or Nitzchi. But no, HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't do that. He saves him. Why? So you and me can be here in this world. So Avram Avinu can have Zera Kodesh come from him. Deiris Yisharim. For that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu saves him from the Kivshon HaEish. Okay. At what point, though, does Avram Avinu start building that connection again? At what point? Says the Medrash Rabbah in our Parsha, in Parshas Lecha. Rabbi Yitzchak brings down a Medrash, brings down a mashal, and he says, there was a guy, and he was traveling. He goes from place to place, and he's going through the woods, and he sees a fire burning. So he screams out, is this fire burning and no one's watching it? How could it be? Someone's responsible for this. Comes out the Balabira and says, it's my fire. I'm taking care of it. It's under control. It's all under control. Says Rabbi Yitzchak, that's Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu came to this world and he saw that the world is running and it's functioning in systems, and all the rain and the clouds and the sun and the grass grows and the trees grow and the fruits and the whole thing. There's a system in the world. The animals they reproduce and there's more. And what? How is it? Who set this fire? Who set this blaze? He screamed out. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu answered him, I am the Barabira. I'm in charge. I'm taking responsibility. It's all under control. The Rebbeinu Shalom connected with him. But there was that connection. They all knew Hashem created the world. But Avram Avinu said, is it possible Hashem created the world and walked away? And left it? There's no hashgacha? Hashem's not watching the world, taking care of the world. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu, who's mitzapeh for a relationship with every yid, answered it back. No, I'm in charge. Don't worry, it's all under control. And starts this relationship and brings these the Lamed Elyonim and the Tachtonim is bringing him back together through this relationship, through these conversations. That from there it starts. Okay. Says the Sfas Emes on this Medrash, this world, a person is considered a mahalach in this world. Based on this Medrash, he says a person is considered a mahalach in this world. We're going through this world. Over here we're just going. We're going through. We're going. And anything that becomes by us, that we start with a new job, it's a new ischadshus, it's a new beginning, and it's exciting. But if we're doing the same job over and over again, that excitement, that motivation to come on time, be there on time, and it slowly drifts away when it becomes hergel. Yeah, this is what I regularly do, and then it just becomes second nature. This is just what I do, and yeah, this is me. This is what I do. And we lose the chiyas, we lose that passion, and this is true with Torah and mitzvahs. When we start learning a new mesechta, it's a new ischadshus, and we start learning and we start going and unless we're going to keep ourselves motivated and passionate about the learning that we're doing, the mitzvahs we're trying to do, and keep that excitement alive, it just becomes, we start doing it by road, and it just becomes second nature, and we're doing it without even thinking. Yeah, we're doing the mitzvahs, but you lose the whole panemius, you lose the whole insides, the kishkis, the life, the chiyas that comes out of doing the mitzvah. The preparing to do it, the doing it, the avodah in it. We lose all of that when it becomes hergel. When we're not working every day to keep that passion alive. And the world is that bira, is that fire, it's that that's all around us. Says this Sfas Emes. And we're supposed to tap in and connect to help us keep that passion alive in us. That's why Hamachadish B'tuvay B'chol Yom Tamid. The world is the bira, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Mechadish B'tuvay B'chol Yom Tamid. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is recreating things in the world, keeping that fire burning here in this world for you and me. Now, what does this have to do with Avram Avinu and telling him about the Yetzias Mitzrayim? Says this Sfas Emes. that without the schus avos, we would not be able to survive in Galus. We would not be able to survive a Galus, let alone be zeicha to get out of the Galus. So over here, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is showing Avram Avinu the connection. He's showing him that there's going to be a Geula, there's going to be a Galus, and there's going to be a Geula. And before there's even a Galus, HaKadosh Baruch Hu already told him, I'm going to make you a big nation, and all those that curse you are going to be cursed. HaKadosh Baruch Hu already told him that, before he told him that there's even going to be a Galus. The Pasuk tells us there was a tremendous darkness right before HaKadosh Baruch Hu told him, Avram Avinu saw something scary. Now let's take it back just a step. Right before this whole conversation, what's right before it? What's right after it? Right before it is the Melchama, the four kings, the five kings. Who are the four kings? Melech Shinar. It's Melech Bavel, by the way. There's Melech Goyim, Edom, and there's Melech Yavam there. Avram Avinu had just encountered and fought off these four kings, these four malchus. He saw what's remaining after those five kings were killed out. There was a tremendous darkness because Avram Avinu saw what was coming, the Abba Goliath. And what came afterwards when Hagar is introduced to us, all of a sudden there's a Yishmael in the world. Avram Avinu saw all of this. What's gonna happen? Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yodoya Teida Ki Ger Yetzarecha. Says the Sfas Emes. But it's gonna be in your schus. Because of the relationship that you've established and you're building, it's only in that schus. In the schus avos, biglau avos tashiyam banim, in that schus is the only way they're going to get out of that galus. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to tell this to Avram. He has to tell it to Avram, so to be mechaber, that we're going into galus. But the Geula is already mentioned to Avram Avinu. It's a promise. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu does not break his promise. And Avram Avinu davened at that point, was mispalo, and his energy changed and enhanced to live a life of living to build those chusim for us. My dearest friends, we need to look at ourselves. We need to look at who is the fathers, who are going to be the fathers of our generations, of our future generation. Who are those others? We need to set that example. We need to beg, and we need to daven, and we need to be mechadesh every single day, just as HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And why is this in Shachar? It's a very nice piece of information to learn maybe in In Sefer Bereshis, that is part of the program that is Mechadash B'Tuva B'Chol Yom Tamid. Why is it part of our Shacharis davening? It's because our Shacharis davening has to be Mechadash B'Tuva B'Chol Yom Tamid. Our davening has to have a new chiddush every single day. Our mitzvahs have to have a new single day, but our passion, our request, our desire to do Ratzon HaBorei has to be new. And when we daven for Mashiach, and we're davening to bring those worlds together again, to feel that Kedusha, to feel that Hashpa Elyon here in this world, as something real and tangible that we can feel. When we daven for that, we can't keep davening the same way we've been davening all these years. It's the definition of insanity, is keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We can't keep doing that. We have to come with a new approach, a new mahalach. Perhaps this. Maybe this extra 5 minutes of learning here, this 5 minutes there. We don't know what schus it'll be. But something. Have that conversation, make it real. Talk to your Rebbe like it's real. Passionately. And tell them we want that forget for any other reason. We can handle the goals. We can deal with the goals. We can't, but we just bring the Kedusha into this world. Let us feel that you're here with us in the goals. Let us see our panim. We want that relationship with you. We have to go through whatever Yisurim we're going through. Okay, Rebbe Hashem, Kibalnu. But let us see that you're here with us. You know it. You're acknowledging us. We want to know it. We want to feel it. We want to live it. We want it to be real. Not just in an olam elyon and an olam tachton. We want to repair that chibur. We want to connect, make that connection again. Hopefully with the Mashiach Tzidkenu. Amen. Thank you so much for listening. As always, any questions, comments, or feedback, you can leave in the comment section below.